Hi Year 8. This video contains some revision questions on fractions. Now there's lots of questions here and I just want you to pick out the questions that are good for you. Some of them are easy, some of them are hard. So you don't have to do the really hard questions, you don't have to do the really easy questions. You pick out the questions that are good for you. Here are the first questions. If you'd like to do these, pause the video, do the questions, and the answers are on the next page. Here are some questions that are similar to what you might find in our quiz that's coming up in a week's time. Let's go through the solutions here. So the first question, we're going to find the value of 18 minus 15. I'm going to use a number line, 18 minus 15, and that's going to give me 3. Now in the second question, I've got 4 degrees at Falls Creek, but the temperature drops by 6. So 4 minus 6, I'm going to draw another number line, 4 minus 6. Now I go past 0 in this case, and I get to negative 2. So the answer is negative 2 degrees. Now the highest number, I'm going to pop them on a number line. Negative 17, negative 2, 0, 5, 10. The highest number with the biggest number is going to be 10. Okay, so evaluate means work out the answer. I'm going to circle those two signs. The opposite is a minus. 5 minus 3 is 2. Again, minus 10 minus 18. So number line could be helpful here. I've got 10. I'm going to go 18 to the left, which means I pass 0. So 10 to 0 and then another 8. So my answer is negative 8. And then I've got negative 7 minus 3. So I start at negative 7 and I go 3 spots in the negative direction and get negative 10. Okay, next question I'm going to evaluate as well. 2 negative signs together make positive. 5 plus 4 is 9. Negative 3 plus 10. So on the number line, I'm starting at negative 3, going past 0, 10 places. And that's going to give me 7. And then negative 6 plus 4. Once again, I start at negative 6, moving 4 spots. I'm not getting to 0 this time, but I am going to get close, negative 2. Okay, and the last two questions are multiply. So with the numbers first, 5 threes are 15, Negative times a positive is negative. 7 times 4 is 28. The two negatives make a positive. The questions on this page will be found in the reasoning section of the quiz, which are questions that are a little bit harder, but have a go. Let's go through them together. So the correct answer, we've got negative times by negative 5 cubed. So negative 5 cubed is negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5. So 3 lots of 5. So negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5 is 125. But let's look at how many negative sides we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 negatives, which make a positive. Okay, some order of operations. Evaluate means work out the answer. I'm going to put in some little brackets here because I've got to do that multiplication first and then I've got to do the division. So it's 36 plus the multiplication, which is negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4, divided by 4. So 36 plus 4 divided by 4 is 1. 36 plus 1 equals 37. And the last question, we're looking for a missing number. Negative 2 times the missing number divided by negative 4 equals negative 21. Now I know it's going to be a big number because I've got divided by 4 gives me the answer. And I'm using trial and error to try different numbers until I come up with the answer, which is 42. Here are some more questions that you might find on the quiz that we're going to do. Okay, so the first question is false because negative 2.5 is a decimal and integers are whole numbers. We're going to arrange these numbers in ascending. So ascending means smallest to largest. So the smallest number is negative 15, then negative 3, 0, 7, and 10. We're calculating, means work out the answer as well. Calculate and evaluate mean the same thing. So negative 6 minus 8. Let's use a bit more space. Negative 6 minus means we go to the left. And gives us negative 14. Question B, 16, the two negatives make a positive. 16 plus 5 equals 21. C, okay, there's a few numbers here, but we just do them one at a time. Negative 3 minus 7 minus 2. And we get minus 12. And D, the last one, a few numbers here as well. Negative 1 plus 5 minus 4. Just remember the rules. And we get 0. Okay, now question 6, we don't have a lot of space here. We're going to work out a missing number to make the number sentence true. So what number gets us from 7 to negative 14 on the number line? We can get from 7 to 0, but then 0 to negative 14. It's 21. 7 minus 21 equals negative 14. B. Negative 19 plus a number equals 2. How do we get from negative 19 up to 2? Well, we have to add because we're going in the positive direction. How many do we have to add? 21. Negative 13 plus 12 gives us negative 1. Something minus 1 equals 10. $11. So the answer to that is 11. And last question, negative 28 minus something equals negative 17. Negative 11. Okay, last question. The answer is C. Okay, so 12 times 5 is 60, and the two negatives make a positive. $24 divided by 3 is 8, and the two negatives make a positive. B's a little trickier. Multiply two numbers together. 10 times 3 is 30, and then the third one, 30 times 2 is 60. And the same with this one. Go left to right. 48 divided by 4 is 12, divided by 3 is 4. Okay, now question 9 contains questions which will be in the harder section of the quiz. So it's okay if these are a bit hard for you, but let's go through the answers anyway. So 6 times negative 3 is negative 18, divided by negative 2 is 9. So we're just following our order of operations here. Negative 8 times negative 3 is 24, minus 5, plus negative 9. Next line of working, 24 minus 5, and we get 10. So the division and then the multiplication. The last one we'll do down the bottom of the page here. We've got to do that division first, then the multiplication, and then we can do the additions on either side. And so our answer is negative 9. Okay, question 11. So you've read question 11. Let's just go through the answers. So we're doing 16 times 5 for the correct answer, plus 3 times -2 for the incorrect answers. And add those together, we're going to get 74. But let's do 16 times 5, just double check. And part B is going to be a bit of an experiment, trialing different answers. The correct answer is 14. So $25 is a positive number. 8 is minus because they spent it. 6 is minus because it spent it. 5 is a positive number because it's been given. And $3.50 is negative because it's being spent. 10 is positive, and then 3 is negative. Total of $19.50. For question 14, 2 lots of 100, that's positive, minus 3 lots of 75, that's negative because they're bills, and a gift voucher worth 20 is positive, but overall, negative $5. So the answer is 50 kilometres west. So here's west, because we start at -200 and we move 150, which leaves us at 50 kilometres west of the town. And the second one, we travel from 300 kilometres east, but we go in the easterly direction. So 300 kilometres plus another 450 kilometres. So we're actually driving away from the town. Okay, to find the common denominator, we multiply the 4 and the 7. 4 times 7 is 28. There we have 28. And then we cross multiply. 3 times 7 is 21, and 4 times 1 is 4. Then we add 21 plus 4 over 28. We do the same with this one, except it's minus. 5 times 2 makes 10. That is our common denominator, 10. Then we do 4 times 2, which is 8. 5 times 1, which is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3 over 10. Okay, multiplying, we just multiply straight across. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 6 is 24. When we're dividing, we change the sign, turn the second fraction upside down. Now we need to change this to an improper fraction. 2 times 2 plus 1. 1 times 3 plus 1. And the last question is exactly the same, but we've got negative signs. So 2 negatives make a positive. The questions on this page are quite difficult. Love you to have a go at them. If you find them too difficult, it's okay to move on.